guys, welcome back to another video where I'm having to do a voiceover. This time it is not because I didn't make sure that the microphone was was on. I did double check. I made sure. But so the microphones that I come with, it actually has um, two microphones in it, and I later found out for some reason this one was malfunctioning. Um, so I'm having to replace that one. So yeah, here we are again with me having to do another voiceover, and so I apologize for that. So let me do my normal intro while I'm talking here. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Virginia, and I welcome to my countdown welcome to my Christmas in July countdown series, where basically I take the concept of Christmas in July, which is in some states and some cities, they will do like a halfway through the year type festival, like we're halfway down with the year, so they'll do a festival and they call it Christmas in July, and it's typically held um, at some point in July. It doesn't really matter, just the month of July. And it just so happens my birthday falls on July 24th, aka Christmas Eve. So I thought I would take both ideas, combine them together, and yeah, so I am opening one Harry Potter themed advent calendar every day for the month of July up until July 24th. And today is day 12, and it's one of the more exciting boxes that we're opening. And let me just say I understand that most of these boxes are geared toward younger children. So if you have a child who is getting into Harry Potter or has become a Harry Potter fan recently, this advent calendar is a really good one to get. I will say though that if you are in any house other than Gryffindor, this advent calendar is not going to be for you. I before I even opened it or before I even bought this advent calendar, I had seen a sneak peek where it comes with mainly Gryffindor items. Um, but I still wanted it, and you'll see why toward the end. Or when I go to open a certain section, it becomes the whole reason why I bought this calendar in the first place. So, anyways, um, moving on to day one. Here I'm realizing that the boxes, like the serrated edges, are really hard to get into. So I'm using a pen that I got from a previous advent calendar to open it up. I don't remember everything that it came in, but I do remember this first day was a Gryffindor bow. So I am not Gryffindor. I am Slytherin. I am wearing my Hermione Granger shirt in this video. But I give all the Gryffindor stuff to Rosalie because her teacher that she had a year ago is also a Harry Potter fan, and for an activity during October the previous year, she had everyone sorted. So Rosalie was sorted into Gryffindor, but she did not use the official sorting test that you can get on, I believe, Pottermore. So when Rosalie turns 11, I told her that I would help her create a Pottermore account using her email and sort her in the correct house, which she probably still end up in Gryffindor anyway, but still. Day two was a keychain that was Rover 9 and 3/4 keychain. I had plenty of them, so I told Rosalie she could have it. Day number three. Day three, I can't remember. Oh, I think it was the keychain. Yeah, not a keychain. It was the Hermione. Ooh, it's a little charm for a charm bracelet. Day four. Oh, day four was the Hogwarts envelopes. So, I believe not the whole box, but a good portion of this box is like stationery items. So these were Hogwarts envelopes, blank envelopes that you could use. It came with a set of five, so you have five different envelopes. I'm just commenting how they feel like parchment, real parchment paper. The coloration of them was pretty cool, and that they're blank in order for you to write whatever you want on them. I think we're moving on to day six. Was a pen in the shape of Hermione's wand. I remember, and I just kind of get this. Oh no, this wasn't Hermione's wand. Oh my god, that comes later on. So this is actually one of those invisible ink pens that I had gotten previously. So I'm just explaining. You write in it in invisible ink, and then there's a button you press to turn on the light, to shine the light, and your ink appears. Um, I was gonna give it to Rose, but I remember I gave her one previously, so then I was like, no, actually, I'm gonna give this one to Anakin. So we'll let Anakin have that one. Days, I believe we're on day seven. It's hard to tell when I don't have any audio with me anymore, or a clear picture of what I'm opening on the box to go with. Um, so I'm having to keep count in my head. So hopefully I can keep count the entire video. I think this is when I open up the. No, this was the parchment paper. So, uh, just like with the envelopes, it actually gives you parchment paper. They're supposed to look like scrolls. It has it's very faint Hogwarts emblem on the paper itself. I was kind of disappointed that it came all wrinkled like it did. I didn't mind that it was rolled. Oh, and they are attached on one side. I didn't mind that it was rolled up. I just hated how wrinkly it became while it was in there. Um, but yeah, so I ended up giving the envelope and paper to Rosalie to use for scrapbooking purposes. So moving on to day 8, she's telling me that she saw it over here. And we get our second pendant for our bracelet, or the bracelet itself actually. We get the charm bracelet, the bracelet itself. Trying to open it up out of the thing. I'm explaining that I'll probably end up giving the charm bracelet to Rosalie because I do have another advent calendar coming in a future day. I believe it's actually day 15 that I plan to open that one, July 15th. Um, and because that one is purely pendants, charm bracelets and stuff, so I I say right there that I'm gonna let her have it. So moving on to day 9. So day 9 is a little hard. Yeah, it's a little harder to open. Day 9. I don't remember. Oh, it's the ink. It's one part of what made me super excited to get this advent calendar. It's one of the things that I most definitely will be keeping for myself. It is a set. Oh, right here, my daughter is getting really fussy, so Rose, or my youngest daughter is getting really fussy, so Rose got up to go help her. So yeah, it's one of the main things that I'm planning on keeping. It's just plain black ink in a glass container that actually was a little chipped on the back. Just a tiny bit, but not enough that anything was leaking out of it. It was just a tiny chip. And the Harry Potter logo on the front is literally just a sticker, so it's not nothing fancy, but still, it's a little inkwell. So that should give you a hint of the other thing. than I was excited for in getting this calendar. Um, Day 10, I believe we're on, or is it day 11? Uh-oh, I've lost count. This one I had a little bit more trouble getting into. The serrated edges on this box weren't completely printed out, like punched out thoroughly, so it was very hard to get into. My poor pen, I felt like I was abusing it. I think this is the, yeah, and I even used the pin here to get the other pin out. There it goes. So that's Hermione's wand, but it's also a pin. So Rosalie tried to keep that one from me, and at first I was like, hell no, that's mine. I'm keeping it. In fact, no, I think I did still keep it. I'm not sure, but I'll probably end up giving it to her anyway. I think I did. At the end, I was like, yeah, you can go ahead. At first, I joked with her. I was like, hell no, you can't have it. But then in the end, I think I did give it to her. Alright, day 11. I'm hoping. Actually, that looks like I might be opening day 12. Ah, this was a patch. It's a giant Gryffindor patch. So obviously that went straight to Rosalie. So day 13, I'm assuming, was. Oh, this was the stamp set. So it came with a little stamp and it came with an ink for the stamp. And I do comment how I like that it was together in one spot and that they didn't cheat by putting, the stamp in one spot and the ink in the other. But it's a H stamp and it came, see right there, that's what I pointed. I was like, it's nice that they put both of these in the same day instead of cheating and separating them. So that was pretty, I did comment that was pretty good. And of course, I gave that to Rosalie right away because I'm not going to use a stamp. I think we're opening either day 13 or 14. I'm trying to see if I can tell in the video as I'm doing this, but I can't really. This was, oh, these were the stickers. They were stickers, but they were printed to make look like wax seals for the envelopes. You got five of them, so one for each one. I'm just gonna assume I'm opening day 15 now. The number looks like day 14 actually, so I might actually be opening day 14 here. Y'all gonna have to keep count while I'm opening these because I've already lost count. Sorry. Ah, the socks, the Gryffindor socks. I gave these to Rose. Um, they say Hogwarts on them. They don't say Gryffindor, but they are very Gryffindor colors. So I was like, here, you can have them. And then I was like, oh, they may be too big for you. And then she immediately tried them on. I was like, no, they fit. They're fine. And I said, okay, well then you can keep them. Alright. They don't know. It's either 15 or 16. See, I'm still having trouble. But instead of using my favorite pen, I was like, you know what? Let me give my favorite pen a break and let's use the new wand pen. This was the scrunchie, the Gryffindor scrunchie. And I, of course, immediately gave it to Rosie. And it was kind of small too. It was definitely made for like a kid, not not for an adult. Although my hair is pretty thin, so it probably would have worked with me either way. But it was like really small and tight. All right, here we are for day 16 or 17, depending on how out of order I am. Or not out of order, but not like that. Oh, this was the Deathly Hollow enamel pen, which I had already received one from a previous advent calendar. So that's what Rose get. She got up to go look at my stash, and she brought it. And sure enough, it's the same exact enamel pen. So I kept one, and then I let her have the other one. Um, Literally identical, same size, same everything. So that's me comparing the sizes and the points because I was like, oh, at first I thought one was more rounded than the other, like the points were more rounded than the other, but no, they were literally the same. All right, moving on. I'm not even gonna say the days anymore because I've lost count. Um, oh, these were the Harry Potter shoelaces, which I have received in a previous advent calendar. Literally the same exact shoelaces. Um, Nothing special about them. I actually hate them. Um, they are not a good product simply because the Harry Potter logo is just an HP with it's supposed to be the golden snitch on the corner of the P, top right corner of the P, but it's so tiny, so small, you can barely even see that. And then both front and back of the lace, every inch is the trademark logo in a clear printing. So it's kind of like having shoelaces that are more trademark logo than it is Harry Potter. And it that annoys me because it's like, okay, if I want shoelaces that scream Harry Potter, I want them to scream Harry Potter, not scream Warner Brothers trademark. So, yeah, I threw them away. Even my kids don't like them. So, I think I'm just re-explaining it right here. I'm just like, there's no reason to keep them. I think I'm on day 18 now, or not. Maybe it's 17. Oh, this was the one of the another charm for the charm bracelet. So far we had the charm bracelet itself, Hermione and Harry. Now I'm opening day 18, I believe, because I see it on the top of the box. Yeah, and this is the main thing, the main reason why I wanted this advent calendar. I remember because it was in that compartment at the top of the box. This is the main reason why I wanted this advent calendar. It's such a neat thing, and yeah, I know I could probably go on to Amazon or wherever and find freaking quills, because that's essentially what it is. It's a quill. Um, but I wanted this specific one because it looks so neat and with the owl feather. And I can't really remember if it had the Hogwarts logo on it or not, but I think it does. And then that's why you have the inkwell because you literally have to dip it into the inkwell to write with it. So I am so excited to use this. Um, I'm excited to have it, and it was amazing. I just remembered seeing someone open just this part of this box, and I was like, oh my god, that's so pretty. I want that advent calendar just so I can have that. Literally. Everything else I didn't care about. I was like, everything else is just a plus, a bonus. So we're moving on to day 19 here. So, hey, I'm back on track. 19 was oh, this was the headband. That's why it's so big. It's the Gryffindor headband. So this is why I said if you are a Gryffindor lover, this advent calendar is for you because you get all the hair products are mainly Gryffindor. On here, I'm explaining what we like to do is we'll take bows and stuff and we'll tie it around the headband and then wear it with the bow at the corner, right there. Yep. I put it on briefly just to be like, hey. But yeah, of course, Rosalie gets to keep it. So moving on to day 20. Oh, it looks like I had to pause again because of my little one. Rosalie went to go help yet again. She's an awesome helper. So it was I solemnly swear that I'm up to no good, rubber bracelet. Nothing fancy, black and white. So moving on to day 21, which is right below 20. We got I think it was the final pendant, the final charm, which was Ron for the charm bracelet. Day 22 is at the top. I'll notice it here in a minute. Oh, what was in 22? Socks. Yep. Uh, I kept these socks. They were just generic black and red, so not fully Gryffindor colors, so I didn't mind keeping them. And they just have Harry's glasses and the lightning bolt scar. But yeah, and they were comfy because I am wearing them now, in fact, because my feet got cold while I was sitting here editing this video. So I was like, you know what? Well, let me go put my socks that I just got on. Oh, I'm telling Anakin off because he was being extra loud, and so I was telling him while I was recording he needed to remember to keep it down and not be as loud. Alright, this was stickers, I think. Yep, decal stickers. It was the Hogwarts logo, and then I think the other one was a Quidditch one. Or was it Defense Against Fire? No, it was Quidditch, yeah. So it was just the generic Hogwarts logo, and the other one was a Quidditch one. And I'm just explaining that they are decal stickers that they're on a clear thing, so once you put them down, all that would be left is the black stuff. You wouldn't see the clear insert part of the sticker or whatever. Moving on to day. Uh-oh. I don't know, are we on day 23 or are we on the final day? I think we're on the final day. And we got uh, Harry's wand as a pen. So this advent calendar comes with two. You get both Hermione and Harry's wand as pens, which I've actually gotten Harry's wand before. Um, this one is a little bit different, the detailing. See, that's when I told her, I was like, you're not having those ones. These ones are mine.
Sorry, my mic
But I
cut
think
off because
literally
it
when the video.
died for a second. So that's me explaining that my favorites out of there were the wand, and what you just saw was Rosalie saying that she wanted them, and me joking and pulling them away from her, saying that she can't have them. But I kid you not, you guys, once this video was over, I told her that she could, in fact, have them. So that's just me saying that those were the only things that I wanted out of this advent calendar. Um, that everything else was neat, but don't really have an use for. The parchment, the stickers, and the envelopes I'm giving to Rosalie because she'll get more use out of them than I will. Um, they're neat to have, but I don't really write any letters or see any reason to keep them. But Rosalie can use them as scrapbooking material. She loves scrapbooking, so this will be awesome for her to have. So that's why I give those to her. Here, I'm just explaining that the invisible ink pen I am giving to Anakin, and I'm gonna let him have since I already gave Rose one from a previous calendar. And yeah, um, that quill pen is the main thing that I wanted and that I loved. And with that, I just need to apologize. I'm so sorry, you guys, that once again the audio was not working for this video, but I hope my voiceover does justice for it. But yeah, if you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you can leave any comments or questions down below. And if you're not subscribed and you'd like to, please, if you're not subscribed and you like to be, hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit the bell notification to get notified every single time I post a new video. And I guess until next time, you guys, I will see you for day 13. Yeah, see you guys for day 13. Bye.